swing, but he gets the ball to seam off the. Not only does he get late swing, but he gets the ball to seam off the wicket as well, and that makes him quite a dangerous new ball bowler.
Yeah, this is his 9th match in Indian colours. Mohammad Siraj, 3 for 29, his best. And at the moment, he's got the ball just going late in its trajectory, so it's good stuff. This I might be tempted. There's an extra cover in here, and the ball is swinging back into the left-hander's pads. I might be tempted to have a leg slip or leg gully with this ball doing this. Oh. That's gone straight over the top of off stump. If you're a bowler here, you might look at your captain and say, listen, I think I've got this guy, this left-hander, and I'd like something else to give me a bit of more ammunition. Maybe have a leg gully.
Perhaps if it was a T20 game, we'd see that immediately. But given the fact that it's a one-day game, he's probably just getting to his rhythm as well in the first over before he makes a few changes.
That's the problem when the ball is swinging late like this. That wasn't that wide, but Maramani's looking to cut that. This is good stuff from Siraj.
You can see how late the ball swings and how close that was to the stumps. Almost chopped it back on. That was a great replay there.
Well, it's not a leg slip, but it's what I thought that India should do. They've taken out the extra cover. You don't need the extra cover when the ball is swinging back so late into the left-hander's pad. So now they've got a square, short square in front of square. I like this. That's your leg slip or leg gurry area. It's wide, but the fact is the ball is moving around here for Siraj.
It definitely is, and Samson won't be very happy with that. He sets some really high standards for himself, and two have gone by him in the first couple of overs.
Robbie, I do like this. Robin Uthappa sitting next to me here, casting his expert eye. I just felt that the extra cover was too defensive, so get an extra catcher on leg side. And a gentle misfield from the skipper. End of the over. 2 gone, 12 without loss.
India, come on, India! Come on, India!
Chahar. Swing again. This is good stuff from India's opening bowlers.
Deepak is such a treat to watch when he's getting the ball to swing like this. It literally feels like he's making the ball sing. That pitch looks really good. A few cracks on there, but this wicket is generally known to assist the fast bowlers in the first session of play, and gets better to bat on as the day goes by. Nice.
Is that why your hands are twitching on the microphone, Robin? You want to be out there?
No.
That could be a wide. Chahar's taken a tumble here. His rhythm went out of the window. So he's a rhythm bowler, Deepak Chahar, and he's completely lost it there. And the ball went out of the side of the hand, which is why it was a wide. Completely lost it there, and the ball went out of the side of the hand, which is why it was a wide. He's just lost his footing. We talked about the undercarriage.
Correct. I definitely think that he's finding that footing, that landing foot is he's finding it a little uneasy there, and he's not landing as well as he would like to. But he's definitely he has to build a rhythm, and I'm sure he's aware of it. But sometimes you can get a little bit excited and try a few things which look like perhaps what he was trying to do in the previous ball.
Good stuff. Could be a single on offer here, but the ball still swinging for Jaher. And Tariwanashi Marumani, who's only played 5 ODIs before this, his highest score is 25. Here we go. This is Deepak Jaher. That back foot lands, that's good at that angle, but he straightens it. Toes go down the pitch. Super slow motion, mind, so just bear in mind that 13 stone or about 80 kgs going through that. Look at the pressure on that front foot and the ankle. All you physiotherapists.
Those are definitely great images, and you could tell that the wicket's quite hard, and perhaps Deepak's not using the right kind of spikes. The length of the spikes generally on harder wickets need to be longer. Maybe he's going to have a look at that at some point after his first spell.
Yeah, that's and the feet just didn't land properly for that tumble that he took. There you go. I can just see how he's going over on the ankle. Fast bowlers sometimes strap the ankle all the way around, right up the shin.
He's always looking to work the batsman out. Either with swing and seam. He's always clever up there, Deepak. There's always something going on in that mind of his.
So he's bowled him 2 away swingers. I would bowl another one. Maybe bowl him 4 and then bowl the in-swinger. In-swinger. Pushed down the ground by Marumani. This should be the first boundary of the innings. It is.
A great looking shot there from Marumani. Kept his head really still. He's got the bat behind the ball. And it's a very sweet boundary. Yeah. You could tell how, just with this delivery, that Deepak's a little bit excited and trying to do it maybe a little too much. Generally, he would probably put the ball back in.
No, mate.
Last time India lost an ODI to Zimbabwe was in 2013, and since then India have won 11 consecutive ODIs against Zimbabwe. And the last time that India were here was 2016. MS Dhoni was captain.
And KL Rahul made his debut on that tour.
There's the away swinger. So the ball is wobbling around here for Deepak Chahar, and you can sense his frustration, because even though he's delivered away swingers, out swingers to the left-hander and the in-swinger, he hasn't quite got the control. That's good, but what you want as a bowler, he's frustrated. You can see that.
Yeah, he's keen to settle his nerves down.
22 without loss. 22 without loss. We'll call him Marumani, I think. Shaun Williams at 3, Wesley Madivere at 4, Sikandar Raza in such wonderful form against Bangladesh in the recent T20 and ODI series. Here's Siraj. Oh, this is really high-class fast bowling from Mohammad Siraj. Fast bowling from Mohammad Siraj.
Yeah, this reminds me a little bit of Shami with the new ball, when he swings the ball but also gets the ball to seam off the wicket at the same time, and it just makes life a living hell for opening batters.
I like that. And that, as a bowler, you want to make life difficult for any batter, whether it be this 1 or 7 or 8, and it's been a good length. This has been length bowling, proper high class line and length bowling from India.
And this is also the beauty of day one dayers, that the fast bowlers actually get to, utilize their skills to the maximum. They're able to use the swing, the seam. That was a great shot ball from Siraj. You always know that he's got a couple up his sleeve, the shot ball, because it's a pretty sharp short ball. Speaking about short balls, I also think, or the pitch map there, you could see the fast bowlers are predominantly bowled that good length ball, trying to swing the ball back in and away.
Just the one boundary, which was full of a length. But I like the fact that Siraj, and in the previous over, Deepak Chahar bowled the short ball, because you want to keep batsmen honest. They can't just have a free rein of coming forward to meet the swinging ball.
Oh, absolutely. I think that Deepak's short ball is actually a very deceptive one. He's someone who people perceive as a swing bowler, and because of that, when he bowls that short ball, they kind of take him on, But when they try to do that, they end up getting out a lot of times, and I've seen that happen with him more often than not. So he's definitely trying all the tricks in his bag.
Well, that man, Deepak Hooda, was in the short square position. He's been taken out now. He's gone back into extra cover. I'd still rather see him in a short square or a leg gully position to Siraj. Leg side, that's where I'd like to see for Siraj, to the left-hander.
This also generally tends to happen when the conditions are conducive for fast bowling and swing and seam bowling, especially in one-dayers. Instead of actually hitting good lengths, sometimes the bowlers get a little excited and try too many things and focus on, trying to get wickets because everything's working for them. But sometimes just staying disciplined would be the most ideal thing to do in a situation like this.
Well, Maramani is starting his ODI career. He's just 20 years of age. His highest score 25. It's only his 6th one-day international. Nicely tucked away. Should get 2 here. He's quick between the wickets as well. Maramani's even. It's only his 6th one-day international. Nicely tucked away. Should get 2 here. He's quick between the wickets as well. Maramani's even looking for a 3rd. Steady on.
This is a big ground, so they will look to run as many runs as possible. Not really used to seeing such big grounds in international cricket of late. It's nice to see a massive one.
Yeah, nicely played. He's so quick. He's almost lapped Innocent Kaya, and he's looking for a 3rd. The moving ball by both these Indian bowlers. Oh, well bowled. Nothing on that. 6 gone, 25 for no wicket. Three overs have cost him 10. He's been a little wayward. Suffice to say that he's just trying. He can be when he's got rhythm, and he's looking for that, searching for it. His run-up looks better now. His stride pattern looks better now. First over, or the first 10 deliveries, he was honestly, his stride pattern was not there.
It definitely wasn't there, but you could see in this, the last over, the last 3 balls of the last over, and this one especially, the rhythm's looking much better. The landing is much better. You can see the body's warmed up, and it's working now.
Yeah, all it takes is constant repeat of action. See,
It's such a joy to watch him swing the ball the way he does. He just gets the ball to swing so much and so early. It keeps the batsman guessing all the time.
Yeah, you're right, and he just drops the arm a little bit to bowl that away swinger, but his rhythm is back here. His rhythm is better. Those strides are much better, so he lands in a good spot here. His front foot has landed down below. If you're stable on your feet and in your legs, then your arms will take care of themselves. It's not express pace, but he swings it like that.
Beautiful. He's a sharp kid, Deepak.
Like that.
Beautiful. He's a sharp kid, Deepak. Deepak's someone who understands his game, his body very, very well. And you could tell that the rhythm's getting better. Already in 3 overs, you can see the rhythm's getting better.
And it's good of the skipper as well. It's a long contest. It's 50 over. Look at that seam. It's pointing towards the slips. So you know it's going to be the away swinger. And then it's a subtle change of wrist position if he wants to bowl the in-swinger here to Innocent Kaya. But I would keep going with the away swinger. I would keep going with this away swinger. I'd invite Innocent Kaya to play shots at me. I've got 2 slips and I've got covers. Out, out, out. Yes, Sanju Samson, second or third attempt. A bit of a rash shot from Innocent Kaya, and it's the short ball that undoes him.
I told you, Alan, the short ball does the trick for Deepak more often than not. It was short and he felt that he could take him on.
Bit of frustration here from the batsman. Short ball, it's deliberately short, and Innocent Kaya's in no good position there. Sanju Samson, 1, 2, that'll do, okay. But he's held on to it, and Deepak Chahar, that'll do him a power of good to take that wicket, because he's been probing with swing, and it's the short ball that gets him Innocent Kaya. He's gone for 4, it's 25 for 1.
He's revving up now. You could see the weight off his shoulders a little bit, smiling. He's feeling a lot more like himself, you can tell.
Wesley Madivere, the 21-year-old, is in at 3. Oh, what a ball to get first up. Madivere is off the mark, but he did everything he could to contend it.
He most certainly did. This is the wicket again, the short ball. People think they can get away with when Deepak Chahar is bowling it, but he's really deceptive with that short ball. It goes quicker than you expect it to go, because there's a little bit of effort behind it. And you could see from those smiles and that celebration that there's a weight off his shoulders.
Well, now, has he done enough to warrant maybe a spell of 5 or 6 overs? The car's running well now. He's got plenty of fuel in the tank.
We were just talking about patience, Alan. I'd err on the side of safety.
Short again. End of the over. Things happening for India. 7 gone, 26 for 1.
So India are on the board. They have their first wicket of this. India are on the board. They have their first wicket of this 3-match series, courtesy of Deepak Chahar. Welcome back. Playing his first match since the 20th of February. Last time he played for India against the West Indies. Mohammad Siraj to continue. And more swing, Ajay. It's been noticeable the first 7 overs, how much swing there's been.
Yeah, good morning, Matt. Morning to the viewers, and that's what's been happening. There's been enough movement for the bowlers, but they've generally missed the stumps. The batsmen have struggled, but the scoreboard doesn't seem to suggest that. Who do you think would be more disappointed, India or Zimbabwe at this stage? Zimbabwe had been struggling against most teams at the start of the innings, generally losing a few wickets. They've struggled today, but they've still got, 9 wickets intact.
Yeah, they've been very watchful, haven't they, so far? First of all, the two openers of Zimbabwe. Madaveri's just come in, having a wait for the ball to come to them. Oh, tempting there for Madaveri. That's a nice length from Siraj. Generally, they've pitched the ball up, the two Indian seam bowlers. In fact, Deepak Chahar, the one short ball he bowled another one after that, but the first short ball he bowled resulted in a wicket. That can often happen, can't it, with a bowler who pitches the ball up like that? You get one short and your eyes light up.
And that's a proof on the screen that you saw, where the bowlers have tried to bowl somewhere around this area, because there's enough movement in that pitch and in the air as well. So yes, you try and bowl there, and as a batsman you're expecting most of the balls to be pitched up to you, and then suddenly you see that short one, lights up your eyes, and you try and whack that one. Eventually that gives you a wicket. But this is where you want to be bowling as a bowler. You have more. You're expecting most of the balls to be pitched up to you, and then suddenly you see that short one, lights up your eyes, and you try and whack that one. Eventually that gives you a wicket. But this is where you want to be bowling as a bowler. You have more chances of picking up wickets from this length rather than that short one. Whereas the stats or the pictures that we saw on the screen a little earlier showed you that every time he bowled short, he picked up a wicket. It's amazing. Conditions, there are certain skills that execute. You don't get the results from there, but the reason why you get a wicket on that short ball is, like you said, is a little surprise and something that the batsman is not expecting at that moment, was not prepared mentally for that. But this man's bowled well. Siraj's been fabulous. This is the atmosphere you get in Zimbabwe. People come out. It's a day out. It's a great place to play cricket. The weather's always nice, unlike where you come from, England, where it's raining all the time. Temperature is similar.
Lovely clear blue sky in downtown Harare. Looks a really nice day. Not too warm. Chahar continues and he gets a nick. 2 for Chahar on his return.
He may have picked up the first one with a short ball, but eventually it's the one that's pitched up. The ball's moving around. And nicks one finally. He had a couple of slips waiting as well. That ball has swung, and this one has swung a long way. And this time nicely and easily taken by Sanju Samson. Deepak Chahar is amongst the wickets again.
Been really canny bowling, hasn't it? Showed the in-swinger on that occasion. Maramani goes for 8 off 22 balls. It's 26 for 2. Here comes Deepak Chahar. Oh, this time he goes the other way, swinging into the left-hander. Big appeal. They might review this one. They might well review it. Might be slipping down though, Ajay. What do you think?
If it hasn't touched the bat, then it looks pretty close. Not too sure, but the captain seems that it's going down. They've already taken a review and got it wrong. So it does play on your mind. Had they not taken the first one, they would have certainly taken a review on this one.
Yeah, they've lost the review. Got one remaining. Oh, bit of bat. Good decision in the end. Not too sure whether Deepak Chahar heard the inside edge, though.
Yeah, what was he appealing for?
Heard the inside edge, though.
Yeah, what was he appealing for? Maybe we didn't hear it or we couldn't see it, but I'm sure he saw that. It's amazing with, you know, the DRS still around, all of us who are playing the game still carry on appealing, hoping that the umpire hasn't picked it.
And this time he goes the other way. Chance of a run out here. That was close. I think Williams might have just got back.
Ishan Kishan there, not used to fielding in the outfield. Generally has the gloves on. He had enough time if he'd hit that.
Sean Williams, the new batsman, vastly experienced for Zimbabwe, averaging 35 and 138 innings, 500s. He's just come back to the side, having been out for personal reasons. And he's joined Wesley Madavere, a lot younger, 21 years old, 20 innings for him, averaging 21 and a best of 56. Doesn't seem to have lost any of his wrist position, any of his skill. He's going in and out. This was the wicket of Marumani. Late swing from Chahar, induced the drive. Really good bit of bowling. It was very full. But that late swing just took the outside edge of Marumani, who'd been watchful for his 22 balls. Chahar really is making this ball talk.
There you go, those yellow blinking balls that you see are all in swingers. The wrist position that Matt was talking about. So that's the angle as a batsman. This from within the stumps, it's going away from. So when the ball's coming from within the stumps, it's going away from you. And now when he tries to aim the in swinger, his wrist falls a little in and he wants to bring that ball back into you. So he's using the angle well as there. That's nicely driven. This is bowled from a little further out. As a bowler, you try and change those angles as well that you were just watching. 30 for 2.
It's been a great start by Deepak Chahar. 9. And he continues. Madavere gets off strike. That's 4 from the last 2 deliveries rather he's faced. Bring the experienced Williams on. But those 2 wickets, Ajay, have just changed the complexion of this innings early on. Initially, Zimbabwe, it felt like they were just getting themselves in, blunting the attack, getting over that early period of swing. Now they're almost back to square one again with those 2 quick strikes.
Yeah, at the start of the game, Zimbabwe, if they had some worries, we heard their captain talk about it.
Edged and gone, straight to Shikhar Dhawan. The familiar celebration. That one just pushed across the left-hander. India are rampant here now. Siraj gets his first.
He's been rewarded as well. He's bowled brilliantly. Deepak Chahar has picked up 2 wickets at the other end, but Siraj has been excellent as well. Siraj has been excellent as well. He's bowled a good line, better lengths, and then finally the one that doesn't swing back. Generally it's been swinging back into the left-handers. He's just walked in, the batsman, he's been watching the ball coming in all the time, and this one just seems to just go with the angle. So Zimbabwe in familiar position, 31 for 3. Williams gone for 1.
Three wickets in 16 balls for India. Mohammad Siraj to Sikandar Raza. Straight past the outside edge. Half a peel there from Siraj. No one else particularly interested. But again, some swing for the Indian opening bowlers, who are both looking really dangerous here.
Yeah, they've swung the ball all morning, and suddenly the wickets have fallen. What, 16 deliveries? You've got 3 wickets now. Imagine this to be your first ball. I mean, the ball's been delivered, it's coming towards you, and the edge just swings away. Raza just walking into that one. He's got a duck in his last one-day innings as well. Could have added to that. Yeah, what I'd be interested to see is how India approaches this game from here on. Generally, you see 5-over spells and then moving on to the next bowlers. Sikandar Raza, there, he's got a better numbers than most of the players in that side. Averages 37, 500s. That's something that you look at in a batsman, and he's been pretty consistent. Couple of good years in the middle, 2015 and 18. Last year's been pretty good as well. What I'm looking forward to is how India approaches this. Normally, you change your bowlers after 5 overs, bring on a spinner from one end and bring on a pace bowler from the other end. But since what you were just watching on that screen, the ball's seaming around, would India carry on with these two and try and finish this game as soon as possible? Or are they just going to use it as another practice game?
Well, plenty of other bowlers. Well, plenty of other bowling options. Prasid Krishna, the other seamer. He wants your glasses, Shikhar. Oh, that's a good ball as well. Completely turned the informed Raza inside out. I think it came off the thigh pad. 31 for 3. 25 of that loss has become 31 for 3 for Zimbabwe. That loss has become 31 for 3 for Zimbabwe. Kaya, Marumani, Williams, all back in the pavilion. Now all eyes on Sikandar Raza, the man who's been in sublime form for Zimbabwe. 2 unbeaten hundreds against Bangladesh to win 2 games in that series win for them. They do with more of the same alongside the talented young 21-year-old Wesley Madavere. Problem at the moment is that the power play is done, and not only have they lost 3 wickets, they're also not scoring at any great pace, just 3 and over at the moment. Deepak Chahar's going to continue. India going for the jugular here. Oh, that's close. That is very close. That is out. Absolutely stone dead. Again, more late swing from Deepak Chahar. What a comeback this is.
Has he gone for the review? Doesn't seem like it. He's stuck. It's going down the leg side, but it holds it line. It swings a little away from you. Plumb in front. Deepak Chahar hasn't lost his swing for sure, and he's finding the right lengths as well. Madavere, a talented man, but only 5 is what he got today. 31 for 4.
Regis Chakapva, the temporary captain for Zimbabwe, is the new batsman. He's come in to face the music, and the music is loud at the moment from India's point of view. Chakapva has played 52 games, got an average of 21, 4 50s and 100. That 100 came in the last game against Bangladesh. Last series, rather. The second of 3 games in that series, so he's in form. And this is a different proposition against these 2 quality swing bowlers. And he goes in again. There's a man lurking. And he goes in again. There's a man lurking just in front of square on the leg side there. Should Chakapva just chip towards him? Let's have a look at that wicket. What a ball this was. Again, late swing. It was full. It was crashing into off stump. Shades of James Anderson against Mohammed Yusuf. I think it was the 2003 World Cup. There's Klusno on your right, VVS Lakshman on your left. Contrasting emotions. VVS is having a good day, isn't he? As the temporary head coach. To believe that he's going to get some runs instead. He'll come back for a couple. And that just underlines the indecisiveness of these batsmen with the ball swinging as it is. And 1 wicket with the short ball to kick everything off, and then after that he's gone back to length and very full. Interesting, the 2 of the 3 wickets were very full deliveries, almost Yorker length, but it was the late swing that did the batsman. There was swing there, but for once Chahar didn't quite get his length right. A rare freebie for Zimbabwe.
trying to get a little greedy there. The lengths that you were talking about, the further up he's pitched, it swung a little more. Tries to go a little fuller. Chakabwa this time a little smarter. He's standing in front of that crease. Gets a full toss, and those aren't difficult to dispatch, even if they're swinging. There you see, way ahead of that crease. Doesn't have that kind of pace, which allows the batsman to counter that. Meet that ball before it starts swinging. So he's got a shot in his length. 37 for 4.
Well, the early wickets haven't dampened the spirits of the fans. They've been singing and dancing all day so far. I'm reliably informed the atmosphere in the stadiums in Zimbabwe over the last couple of months has been absolutely superb, particularly in Bulawayo. Again, the batsman squared up a tad, but Raza is off the mark. Yeah, not too many in stadium at the moment, but you can hear the noise anyway. Let's have a look at the wickets as they went down then. Deepak Chahar got things going by getting Innocent Kaya to a short delivery, then he went full again. First of all, Marimani caught behind. Williams edged the first slip off Siraj, and then perhaps the ball of the day. Chahar swing completely deceived the batsman, turned him inside out. And again, it's gone past the outside edge. Half an appeal. Nothing doing.
10 seconds.
This has been a real exhibition of swing bowling from these two.
Yeah, they bowled brilliantly. They've used the conditions perfectly as well. Each one's got a new ball and a pitch where generally it does something early in the morning. Harare Sports Ground has a history of the ball doing something off that wicket as well, and as the innings progressed, they've changed their length. They've gone a little further up. They started getting edges and disturbing the batsman more and more. And they've got a little greedy sometimes, try to come from round the legs as well. But they bowled brilliantly. I'm looking forward to Prasidh Krishna on this wicket as well as soon as he joins the gang. He hasn't got the wickets to show, but he's been a lot more consistent. There you see that 45% in that good length, and that was at the start of the innings. And what you see at 33%, which is in the purple slot, which is called the slot, is where they've moved a little slowly further and further. And a couple of short balls, few short balls, in fact 10%, where they picked up that first wicket. But it's that right up there is where now they're looking at, especially with 4 wickets down. It's time to attack. They look all spread out on that screen because they've always had a left-hander before this innings. So they've had a left-hander and a right-hander. And those groupings are pretty good. If you have both the batsmen, if you've got left-hander and a right-hander, you need to change those lengths. So in those stats, it looks like, they're all over the place, but they bowled the right lines except for the first couple of overs, I think. Except for the first couple of overs, I think. There seems to be no difference here, whether there were no loss or they're 4 down.
They're just there to have a good time, aren't they? Not too bothered about the score. And why not? Very full again, this time 2 full. And there's no mid-off in place, so Chakabva crashes that one straight through the vacant mid-off to pick up his second boundary. And that's livened them up even more.
Yeah, even if it's swinging that much, when it's right there, it makes it easier for the batsman. You don't have to make any movement with your body, it's just the hands, and it's so close to you, and it's come right under your eyes, and you keep hearing everybody talking, let the ball come to you. That's for the balls that are pitched at good length. You got to wait for that one, but the ones that are pitched right up to you, this is the feeling that you feel as a batsman. And once again, maybe it was coming in, but it's been dealt in the same way.
Good finish to the 12th over for Zimbabwe. Back-to-back boundaries for Regis Chikabva. He's raced to 14 off 10. And for once, that full attacking length not quite working at the end of that over for India. But they're still in a marvellous position. 46 for 4. They continue, Deepak Chahar. So they've answered here, India.
Yeah, and that's the way they should approach this game. And the last couple of balls that we saw in the last over, Siraj seems to have been given a signal that, you know, this is your last over. So last couple of balls, he was a bit greedy. One, an outswinger where he was driven straight, and then he tried to bowl in with that length. This does happen to bowlers when you know that this is going to be your last over. You're not going to come back with a new ball again. You try and take a few more chances, and that's where he went wrong with that length and a little further, which allowed him to open his arms there. And Deepak Chahar seems to be just holding his line. He's been given a signal that, okay, you carry on as long as you want. So he's playing the patience game. Siraj was rushing it, so which tells you that next over we'll probably have Prasidh Krishna from there. But this is what Deepak Chahar's done. Generally, you don't see this in one-day cricket now. Long spells. 7th over for Deepak Chahar at a go. Siraj had 6. 7th over for Deepak Chahar at a go. Siraj had 6 over spell. And conditions allow you to do that or demand you to do that. And Captain KL Rahul hasn't stuck to the usual plan. Looked at the conditions and carried on making decisions.
Well, it is quite cool there, even though the sun is out. It's only in the low 20s in terms of temperature, so perhaps ideal conditions to give Deepak Chahar a really good run out here into his 7th over. I'm sure that's what the management would want to see him proving his fitness, getting right back into the thick of the action. Important 3 games for him, really, because he's on the Asia Cup reserve list, despite only being just back from injury. But this is his chance, really, to further his T20 World Cup ambitions.
Yeah, and who better than himself to understand that you could be in the reserve list, but you could be on the park very soon if somebody else gets injured. Nicely. He was swinging. But the batsman did well. He got really close to that one. Big long stride forward. And placement as well.
This is the shot of a man in form, isn't it? Just lets his hands do all the work there, doesn't he? Just all timing that was. But didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, but the hands just followed the line of the ball right out the middle of the bat. 2 undefeated centuries against Bangladesh to get his side over the line. 2 big victories for them. Oh, that's close. Maybe swinging a bit too much down leg side. Big hooping in swinger this time from Chahar. Are they going to go upstairs here? They've already wasted one review in a similar situation. Big in-swinger to a right-hander, but that hasn't deterred KL Rahul. They're going upstairs again.
Third umpire to director. We have a review for ABW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Can you move on to front on, please? Okay, front on coming up. No bet, no, clearly no bet involved. Can you go to board tracking, please, when ready?
Okay, board tracking when ready. Stand by 30, white 30.
Waiting for board tracking, guys.
11 and 11. Stand by 7 and 7. Stand by 6.
Still waiting for board tracking.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Original decision is not out.
stand by 9 and 9. Stand by.
Still waiting, guys. Still waiting.
Yep, almost there. Stand by 8 and fix 8. Top to be on.
I'm still waiting, Adrian. I'm still waiting. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching outside off. Impact, line, wickets. Missing. Adrian, stay with the original decision. If not out, stand by. Your on screen, Adrian, signal.
It was close, wasn't it? It was close, but just doing too much. That in-swinger. Had it just clipped the stumps, they would have kept the review, but India now out of reviews. Twice they've gone upstairs for a Deepak Chahar in-swinger to a right-handed batsman, and twice the ball has been missing the stumps. That would have been a big wicket for India as well. Sikandar Raza, had it been 52 for 5, and the writing really would have been on the wall for Zimbabwe. Goes for the in-swinger again. And time for drinks. hour has definitely belonged to India in Harare, and an interesting move. Bit of spin for the first time, and it's not Akshar Patel. It's Kuldeep Yadav playing his 67th match. Very good strike rate, 109 wickets in those 67 games. And a good start, right on the money to the right-handed Chakabva. Were you expecting to see Akshar first?
I was expecting to see Prasidh Krishna before I saw Kuldeep or Akshar Patel, but like you said, good start, because this young man's had a tough couple of years. He's come back into the game and he's looking good. Those are the first couple of balls. No matter what the opposition is, you've got your battles with your mind and yourself. It's good to see him start just where he would have wanted to pitch them. And pretty good speeds as well. And the googly as well. We were hoping, or Indian cricket was hoping, Kuldeep and Chahal were playing as a pair in 2019. One bad game and then it was all downhill from there. But he's fought back and he's only come back better as a bowler with skills, and, you know, for me, better as a mentally stronger player as well, because if you come back from almost from hell, there was a period where he wasn't even being picked for a IPL side. So well done.
This one flighted with a bit of pace off that particular delivery. He's in good form as well. Picked up 3 wickets in the final T20 international against the West Indies. Long off in place, so 1 off Kuldeep's first over. It's 53 for 4.
Change of bowling now for India as Prasidh Krishna comes into the attack. So the ball has been seaming around and swinging around, and we've just seen Kuldeep Yadav come in with his left arm wrist spin. Talking of left arm spin, Dirk Viljoen, 53 ODIs and 2 test matches for Zimbabwe. He's with us on commentary. Good to see you, Dirk. Been a little while.
Yes, Alan. Nice to be back in the commentary box. You throw around left arm spin very loosely, so I accept the compliment. I don't know if that's what they would call it in modern day cricket, but that's what I tried. It came out the left hand, if that's what counts.
Well, this has come out of the inside edge of the bat, has it? Speared down the leg side. Adrian Holt. Speared down the leg side. Adrian Holstock says leg buys, no bat. And Adrian Holstock has been absolutely spot on this morning, hasn't given anything in India's favour, and he's been absolutely right. But we've seen the ball swinging here today, Dirk.
Yeah, we have, and you're right about Adrian. You know, I think there were a couple there that he could very easily have given. A review, not out, but yeah, he has been spot on with a lot of more swing movement than anything else here at Laurie Sports Club.
Regis Chakabba's playing with a lot of confidence here. Skipper, 19 from 21, Sikandar Raza. These two are in form for Zimbabwe. We saw them put on over 200 against Bangladesh in the recent ODI series. So Chakabba and Sikandar Raza, they are absolutely key here now for the men in red.
I suppose the challenge that they face is that they're in a position where they are playing freely, but they can't afford to make a mistake. So that's the added pressure. I just watching off air, and I know it was swinging a lot. Pressure. I just watching off air, and I know it was swinging a lot this morning. And if you were top order, you might say, well, it's not swinging as much. But I just got that Zimbabwe were a bit tentative this morning, and these two have come out and put India a little bit under pressure, and maybe we've seen a few more bad balls from India.
Prasid is tall, he'll get a bit of extra bounce. So just talking about in that last match, Zimbabwe 291 for 5, getting over the line against Bangladesh. Sikandar Raza picked up 3 for 56, and then when he batted he got 117 not out. Regis Chakabva with 102. Those two put on 200, and Zimbabwe winning that match comfortably. Oh, ball just jagging back.
Yeah, talking about the jag, we haven't seen a lot of seam movement to the offside. Sikandar Raza, but good delivery. Like you said, the change of bowler now, a little bit more bounce from the new bowler, and evident on that delivery.
Play and a miss. Well bowled. 15 gone. Zimbabwe 58 for 4. Regis Chakabva and Sikandar Raza, they got those runs, 201 in that second ODI, which sealed the series against Bangladesh. They played pretty well. I mean, to win, firstly they won the T20 series, then they won the one-day series. And this is Kuldeep Yadav. So Zimbabwe come here brimming with confidence. Could be a couple here for Sikandar.
Yeah, it's well played actually. Just knowing that there's no 45 there, and realizing the need to just keep rotating the strike. You don't want Kuldeep to get on top of you. The line probably did help Raza. But, didn't want to hit it hard, just want to make sure he gets some bat on it. Picks up a brace, nice and fine. And that's just a sign of the confidence these two have, and what you've been talking about in that second one-day international, before you add in all the other results, is that they have the ability to play that because they're confident. And I think that's what might help Zimbabwe in the series, if Chicago series as well.
Well, Regis Chakabva, he's got a century. That century against Bangladesh here on this ground. Oh, and it just squeezes off the outside. Single for it. He's also got 4 other scores of 50 plus, Regis, but he's got to play a captain's knock here.
Yeah, this one just looking like he maybe didn't pick that, and looking to hit that on the leg side, but that's okay. You know, he's rotating the strike. It will frustrate India. Sometimes ugly runs count as well.
Absolutely right, they do. Little paddle sweep from Sikandar. And he's just getting better with age, Sikandar Raza. 36 years of age now. Born in Sialkot, Punjab, Pakistan. He's got a Scottish accent as strong as you ever hear. And he grew up in Zimbabwe. But he's playing the cricket of his life these days, and he's got 5 one-day international centuries. 4 of them undefeated. Carried his bat. Paddled him again. He's playing with Kuldeep. 16 gone. It's 66 for 4. Prasid. Out. Simply done. Shikhar Dhawan had slipped, didn't have to move. A simple outside edge and a fine piece of bowling by Prasid Krishna.